You just install Claude Code, you start chatting, it works, but here's the problem. Without proper setup, Claude doesn't know your project rules. It might touch files it shouldn't. It might run commands you didn't want, and you are stuck approving every single action one by one. Here's 3 settings. That's all it takes to fix this. I used Claude Code for weeks before I figured this out. I was only getting half of what it could do. The moment I set up these 3 settings, everything changed. Claude knew my rules. It stayed away from sensitive files. It ran safe commands automatically while blocking dangerous ones. It actually feels like a teammate who understands boundaries. In this video, I'm gonna show you these 3 settings you need right after installing Claude Code, CLAUDE.md to teach Claude your project rules, and what not to touch, setting files to control exactly what Claude can and cannot do, and one MCP server to connect Claude to your another third-party tools. By the end of this video, you'll have a Claude that's both powerful and safe. Let's get started. Here are 3 principles you should follow. First, keep it short. Claude has context window. Think of it as working memory. It has a limit. Your Claude markdown file, your files, your conversation, everything takes up space. If Claude.markdown file is too long, Claude starts ignoring parts of it. Aiming for keeping short as much as possible. Second, this is golden rule. Delete unnecessary text if nothing changed. Every line should change how Claude behaves. Every single time once you put your prompt, Claude automatically check Claude.markdown file and put output based on your instruction on this file. As I told you, there is a limit, so you should delete if nothing changes. And third is, most people don't realize, write it by hand. Don't auto-generate. Auto-generate files are full of obvious stuff Claude already knows. So start with a blank file and write only what matters for you. So what do you actually write? Here's a simple structure. Okay, so here's my setup. Basically, I only include information that obviously necessary. I'll talk about more in the future video, but I store all my tasks as a Claude skills. That means whenever I do any work, I always access these skills. I always access these skills. I also give Claude a rough overview what skills exist in advance. So based on my prompt, it can decide which skills to use. And then since I constantly update and improve these skills, that's also documented. I use both Claude and Codex CLI, so I have one rule. When you add a skill to Claude folder, I always sync it to the agent folder too. So once I update my skills, it can be updated automatically. That's the power of well-designed rules. So first time I set this up, I feel like Claude finally got me. No more repeating myself. Honestly, it was a relief. I'm gonna make what skill is and also how to make your own skills in the future. So please check it out. Every time you ask Claude to do something, it asks permission. Can I read this file? Can I run this command? Can I save this file? Over and over. You spend more time clicking yes than actually working. Setting files and this permission prompt help. You decide in advance what Claude can do freely, what Claude cannot do access, and what it should never touch. Here's the key. There are 2 setting files. First is settings.json, which is your global settings. It applies to every project. Setting local JSON is project specific. It only applies to one project. This is important. Your MV files, your credentials, your production configs, and another security stuff, put those in settings.localJSON. These rules are enforced at the system level. Claude physically cannot break them. It's really important. Let me explain how Claude reads these settings. When Claude tries to run something, it checks in this order. Deny first, then ask, then allow. The first matching rules win. If something is in deny, it blocked immediately. No exceptions. That's why you start with deny. Write down everything Claude should never do. That's your safety net. So what goes in deny? Start with dangerous bash commands. rm-rf flag. It avoids accessing suspicious websites and prevent prompt injection attacks. And also wget and git push to prevent personal information leakage. And also this command to prevent to access your local file, everything. Deny read and edit on your env files, your credentials, your production configs, and deny the bash preference too. These in your deny list at first, physically cannot run them. This is the most important for you to use in your company. Next, what goes in a row? Save stuff you're tired of approving, reading and writing regular files, and git commands like git add, git commit, and also bash commands like find any files and create new files. Also, you can put test commands or build commands. It's allowed. The things you always say yes to anyway. Everything else, ask list. Claude will confirm before running. Here's my recommendation. Start with the default, put deny list first, and then as for allow list, start with a default and let Claude ask for everything. When you notice you're approving same things over and over, add it to your allow list. When you realize something is dangerous, add it to your deny list more and more. And where are these files? Basically, you can put in your .claude project folder. It affects whole folder in this file. If you want to apply these kind of rules on your per project basis, you can also write them inside the project folder. These settings are not set and forget. You won't get them perfect on day one. Keep using Claude. When something feels off, update your settings. That's why Claude does something it shouldn't. Add it to deny. When you are tired of approving the same thing, add it to allow. This is an ongoing process. Your settings get better over time. That's why I told you you shouldn't chase any AI tools. Just follow Claude or Codex, which provide AI models, and then setting your rules, context, all of them in here. And then you can, as I show you, you can put CLAUDE.md to date agent folder and Claude folder to use Claude Code and Codex. More useful, convenient, and scalable. You have documents in Google Drive, notes in Notion, every time and design in Figma, code in GitHub. Every time you need Claude to use that information, you copy and paste it into the chat. Tab switching, copying, pasting, it breaks your flow. MCP servers fix this. They connect Claude directly to your tools. Claude can fetch information itself. But remember, connecting too many MCP servers can overload the context window and reduce Claude's accuracy. So it's better not to connect too many. So I recommend connect third-party tools like Notion or Figma. So I delete this. I recommend Notion or Figma. Notion for storing any notes or documents or your task management. And then Figma is for design. If you're a developer, you can open Claude Code and then access to your task from Notion and then make plan for developing in using Claude Code and then check design from Figma and then you can start coding based on plan and design. Notion and Figma also provide their own AI tools, but it also uses ChatGPT model or Claude model. So if you want to make project more scalable, I recommend working based on Claude Code or Claude app and then access to third-party tools. You can connect MCP Server based on Codebase, but I recommend Claude Desktop app and then to connect MCP servers to connect it. So once you open Claude Code Desktop, select Claude Code and then hit this button, more options, and then connector and add connector. And you can choose third-party app from here and add Notion. And it shows the website this website asks me to connect your workspace, so you can select your workspace and then continue. So I choose workspace and then continue. So after you adding Notion MCP server, you can see this label Notion and it turns on. Alright, so and then you can ask, can you make YouTube script for explaining Claude agent skills on Notion page. And then you can select your project from here and then hit this button. And Claude asked me to access Notion to create new page, so I will hit this button. Once you finish, you can see the private folder, you can see the new page, and then once you hit, you can check how it goes. This is perfect. Okay, so let me wrap up. 3 settings after installing Claude Code is most important. That's all you need to start for beginners. CLAUDE.md teaches Claude your preferences, how you like to work. Write it once. Claude access every time to start running based on your instructions. Keep it short. Don't write obvious things. Setting files, control permissions and security. Settings.json for global. Settings local JSON for project specifics. Allow safe commands. Block dangerous ones. Put your NV files and credentials in deny list here. One MCP server connects Claude to your tools. One MCP server connects Claude to your tools. Start with Notion or Figma. That's the most, whatever you use most. But don't forget, you shouldn't put too many MCP servers. You should choose 3, at least less than 3, 1, 2 or 3. Do these 3 things and Claude become both powerful and safe. And remember, you won't get it perfect on day 1. Keep improving your settings as you go. That's how it works. Alright, if this video is helpful, please put a like and subscribe this channel. Drop a comment telling me which setting made the biggest difference for you. Alright, I'll see you next one. Bye bye.